Shit fertilizes trees. So you can either take these shitty situations and grow into the best version of you, or you can just sit in it and let it cause a rash on your ass. The choice is yours. A lot of times we find ourselves in difficult situations, challenging situations, trying situations that cause you to rethink everything. It causes you to go back to the drawing board, for you to have to sit there and be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, really, what the fuck am I doing here? Some people like to call these luminal spaces. Me, I prefer to just call them the greatest moments ever in your life. Because it's when you gotta go, because it's when you reset, when you have to reset and go back to the drawing board. That's when you are then able to go and create what aligns with you, with your sole purpose and your destiny and what you came to do. Times of just fucked up shit, pain, hurt. All of these energies are just portals to the greatest version of you. Because those feelings are because not necessarily those feelings, but those feelings, but also those situations are there to show you how you're out of alignment. Because when you're in alignment, this is not to say you'll never have challenges, but most of the world is going through what they're going through because they're out of alignment with themselves. Because they're living their life based off of the ideology of the people before them. Sort of like something where it says in a religious in a religious sense. I'm just quoting because I'm not a religious individual, but remember there's a premise, a concept of not practicing what your forefathers practiced. Understanding that there's flaws in it. And not continuously doing shit just because this is what everybody else want to say is right. And it's like when you're living your life according to what mainstream people want to tell you, which is interesting because, you know, mainstream media is owned by 6 companies. You know, so they get to dictate the influence, the news, the music, the media, however they see fit. 6 companies. But you know, people run into these challenges and these shitty situations and these painful experiences because they don't want to listen to themselves. They don't want to live in alignment because it's so different than what society deems that it should look like. So because society conditions us to have these negative and fear-based belief systems to make us fear our own selves, to make us not believe in ourselves, to keep us from understanding how truly powerful we really are. So, you know, we lower ourselves, we cap ourselves by just following the herd. You know, these situations make people scared to stand out from the crowd, scared to be different. And it's very painful not wanting to stand out, believe it or not. Because standing out means that you're showing the world who you truly are. You're bringing your gifts in your own unique way to further the evolution of the human species, while ascending to higher dimensions and higher frequencies of living. That's why it's important that when you find yourself in these painful moments, these shitty ass moments, you know, use these point in times in your life as pivot points. Where you just say, just fuck it. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, how I gotta do it for me. Because you gotta understand that you'll always be supported when you're aligned with your higher self. with what you came to do. If the lack of support comes in from you not being in alignment, because when you doing what you came to do, when you doing what your soul came to do, you're gonna have everything you need when you need it at the time that you need it. The definition of abundance. That's what abundance really is. It's not about having $1 million in the bank or having necessarily all these material, tangible things. It's about having what you need when you need it. Which is why, too, people should start being more grateful for the things that they do have instead of complaining about what they don't. Because when you complain about what you don't, that keeps you from having it. You don't have it because you're creating the energy of your light in your life and not having it. And when you're in alignment, everything that you need in order to continue on your purpose, on your path, will appear in your life through synchronicity. Whether that's conversation, meeting certain people, hearing things. All of those things is going to come into play. There's no such thing as coincidence. Synchronicity, which comes when you are in alignment. A lot of these painful situations. I know I've been through a lot of them. I was adopted in out of foster homes. Strained relationships with family, things of that nature. And I get it sometimes, like, shit just fucking hurts. And it just seems heavy. You know what I'm saying? But instead of just stewing in that shit and letting it fucking marinate, causing rashes and shit like that. Take it, add some other old shit to it. You know what I'm saying? Make a mixture out of it and use it for growth. You gotta learn how to take the shit in your life and make your own fucking compost pile. That's it. Learn to make your own compost pile. Plant your seeds in the fucking dirt. Feed it, water it, and watch it grow. You gotta let your pain push you forward. You can't let it debilitate you. Believe me, I know, because I've been letting pain kick my motherfucking ass. I had been letting pain kick my motherfucking ass for years. For years. You know? Because pain, a lot of times, you know, when people hold on to shit, it keeps them in the victim of a state of victimhood, and that's the worst thing you can fucking do. Because keeping yourself a victim does not allow you to grow. It keeps you very immature. So use the shit. Don't just fucking sit in it and let it irritate you. Piss you the fuck off and make it uncomfortable for you. No, you take that shit, throw some fruit, vegetables, you know, a little bit of dirt, and start growing some shit with it. Because they've been lying to us about a lot of shit. So, you know, it's time to start deconditioning from the bullshit. It's time to start taking these fucking painful moments, these shitty moments, learning from them. Instead of fucking complaining. Because at the end of the day, nobody's holding yourself back but you. It ain't your mother, it ain't your brother, it ain't your father, it ain't your family members, it ain't your significant other. It's you at the end of the day. Because you are the creator of your reality. And once you understand that you're the creator of your reality, you understand that these shitty moments is showing you that something's off. Shit's the fuck off. So be willing to work with this shit for growth. Yeah, I know that shit stink. But this smell ain't gonna last forever. You know? If you made it this far in the video, I ask that you please like, share, subscribe, comment. It would be greatly appreciated. Stay in pursuit of the end with anything that keeps you from being your authentic self. To the next episode.